Are you going to focus? Or are you going to focus? All right, there we go. YouTube, it's that time. Hey, I'm Alex. I'm the Dizzy Dude, and yeah, I think it's time I tell my story. At least part of it. So I apologize. I've been absent as of late, for good reason. I have been trying to finish my book, which will be available Black Friday, November 29th, 2024. When Obstacles Limit Freedom. And yes, this tracks the first part of my journey with anxiety, panic attacks, and cervical vertigo, which I know most of you are here for. But where to begin? In 2008, when I was 18 years old, I hurt my back and had to get an MRI. If you've ever been in an MRI tube, they are not fun. They're incredibly claustrophobic. They're incredibly loud, and for whatever reason, my anxiety started building. I didn't even know what it was back then. I didn't know what to call it. All I knew was that my heart was starting to beat harder for no reason, and then I started to clam up, get a little bit sweaty, but then it subsided. It went away. No more anxiety. I didn't think about it for a little bit longer, which I get into in here. Let's fast forward then. In my 20s, like most people in their 20s do, we party. We have fun. I worked in the service industry. I served burgers and beer, and I drank. I liked to party. So I would constantly wake up with the infamous anxiety, which is basically your neurotransmitters are all out of whack due to your night out on the town. Mine was way worse than others. Sometimes it would leave me in bed for days. Sometimes I would be fine and be able to hop back on the wagon. People that drank more than me would be able to function fine, while I would be a wreck. That was not fun, but it was something. I had to deal with anxiety, and the way that it came from alcohol, panic attacks from it as well. It was strong. It was a terrible time. But fast forward once again, 2017, I moved to Australia for a year, and down there I worked in the service industry, worked as a barback, and partied as well. However, that's when I started to feel a balance issue. I don't know what it was exactly, although I do have kind of a clue, kind of a hint. I started to feel as if my balance was off. Equilibrium was off. I thought that it was probably due to the tropical weather and not drinking enough water. Probably not the case. I drank a lot of water to stay hydrated down there. So I went on with my life. I came back to America and went to a hemp farm in Colorado. There I went on working on the farm, labor's activities. Then I started to travel, but it was there, but I kind of just kept it out of my mind. I kind of felt lightheaded, and I just didn't feel like I was normally in the past. But I just kept living my life until December 2020. Not COVID related, none of that. This was something else entirely, and it changed the outlook for a lot for my life as we see it today. I started having ridiculous panic attacks for absolutely no reason. I felt as if there was a nerve pinching in the bottom of my neck, but I didn't know for sure. So I just kept on doing. I kept running. I kept working out. I kept working on the farm. And then to the point where I really started to have panic attacks almost daily. I had to take time off work. I had to lay in bed a lot. I was losing, my emotions were out of whack. I was, someone tried to put me on, or my doctor tried to put me on Zoloft. I didn't want anything to do with it. And yeah, I was a wreck for about 4 months, 4 or 5 months. I was spending a lot of time in bed, and I just couldn't function. Panic attacks, panic attacks, panic attacks, and this weird pinching in the bottom of my neck that felt as if I was going to go black. It was scary. It was really scary. And then the vertigo came. Early April of 2021, the vertigo came. That changed my life to this day. But yeah, that's it. So everything that I mentioned here on this video is in this book and more. Again, this is available on Black Friday, November 29th on Amazon. Get it while it's hot. And I will start to write the second part of my journey probably this winter. Hopefully can get it done faster than it took me for this, but we will see, because I know a lot of you want to know more of the vertigo side of things, and that's to come. Trust me, that is to come, but I still recommend getting this so that you at least know my journey. Anyways, that's all. I'm going to sign off. Yeah, stay strong. Be vigilant. I'll catch you soon.